What's going on, everybody? This is so guys, I'm going to tell you a little story today. I'm going to talk about my first time trucking driver fail. What we're going to talk about today is the first time and only time I've ever dropped a trailer. Now, when I say drop the trailer, I'm saying that what happened was, I'm talking about my fifth wheel not being locked and coming out from under the trailer. Now, this was in a situation where I needed to be home and I got in a hurry, guys. I really did. I got in a hurry. I was trying to swap the trailer out with somebody, and I'll tell you what happened. So, in the industry, there's a lot of people there's things that truck drivers never want to talk about, and it's a lot of times the things that they mess up or their fails, because everybody has their little fails in trucking. Especially this was in my first year of trucking, and also when I got into a hurry. Now, the worst thing you want to do as an over-the-road truck driver is get in a hurry. That's when things start happening. That's when you can end up being a bad driver, I guess you could say. Because you're not paying attention to things. You're not doing what you could do to take the truck driving to its highest. You got to pay attention to everything you do out here. You got to keep everything straight. So, my trucking fail came one day. I had to get home. And I was in a hurry to get home. I needed to get home. I was running out of time. This was before I was a team driver with my wife. So I was a single seat, and I was limited amount of time. And if I didn't get done as quick as I could, I was going to run out on my 14-hour clock and not make it. And I had a doctor's appointment and everything. So what happened was, I had another guy come to swap a trailer with me. I get in there, I drop the trailer, and I go to hook up to the trailer that I'm picking up. So I back into it pretty hard, thought it clicked. So I get out, I hook the glad hand lines up, the air lines, I hook the pigtail up, I check all the lights, I check the tires, raise the landing gear. And I checked everything but one last thing. Well, guys, it's that little thing right there. As you can see, that's what I didn't check. I didn't go in there and actually double check to make sure it was locked in place. And because of that, this is how I had a trucking fail. What happened was, I'm rushing, I get in the truck, I go to take off. When I did, my truck kicked out real easy. And the next thing I know, boom. And luckily now, I didn't drop the landing gear all the way to the ground. What I did is I dropped it on the frame, as you can see right back here. I caught just the back of it right before it was going to drop all the way to the ground. And I was able to hit the brakes in time because, air brakes have a delay in them. So, I realized what happened right away, but by the time I got the truck to stop, it had already made it that far. So, of course, I'm like, holy shit, this is embarrassing. What a big trucking fail. Somebody's going to make a trucking meme out of this. People were looking at me, and all the super truckers, and the people I was going to be a funny trucker meme and all this stuff, They were checking me out. Well, fortunately, there was a nice guy beside me, man. He comes up, he's like, man, don't let it get to you. He's like, He's like, "You're in a hurry, weren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he's like, "Look, man, it ain't no big thing. You ain't dropped it and you ain't hurt anything. It didn't even hit the landing gear. You know, it didn't hurt the truck or anything." He's like, "Just put it in the easy gear on the landing gear and just start cranking it back up." And, you know, it took a few minutes because that easy gear don't go. And it was, guys, it was like 42,000 pounds. So it took a little while cranking. And I finally got it up, got back under the truck, got it hooked up, checked the fifth wheel lock, make sure it was locked, and I got out of there. So the reason I'm doing this video, man, you got a lot of people out here that it's like truck drivers don't want to talk about. They never talk about the things that they've done to fail. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some out there, but a lot of drivers don't want to talk about this stuff. And the reason I'm talking about is maybe my video can actually help somebody else. You know, they could see my video and learn from my mistake and be like, and remember that next time they get, you know, thinking about wanting to get in a hurry and try to get somewhere and, you know, get things done, all that stuff. Try to, you know, that's pretty much what caused it, was just me being in a hurry. You know, CDL Life in itself actually has a lot of tips and stuff over there I've seen about stuff like this. You know, I've visited websites. It's a real good website. You know, and I think personally, the bad drivers out there are the people that just don't want to take their time with stuff. Those are the ones that are going to get in trouble and get things messed up. So hopefully by sharing this video with you guys and share my experience, and maybe somebody out there can get something from this and think next time they might be getting in a hurry, okay, what am I missing? What am I missing? You know, fortunately in my situation, no harm, no foul. I was embarrassed. You know, I'm sure everybody was looking at me. I was going to be a funny trucker meme. I was hoping nobody was out there with their camera, but fortunately there wasn't. But I learned from it, and I want to share this experience with you guys so maybe you can learn something from it and not make the same mistake I did. I got other fails I can talk about. Maybe I'll share that in some other videos, but we'll get to that later. So, you know, if you're new to this channel, I would appreciate it if you know, look down there, look right below you. You see that little button? It says subscribe on it. If you don't mind, would you go down there and hit that for me, please? And over here on this side, yeah, right down there, you see that little thumbs up? Go ahead and hit that. If you got any comments, go ahead and comment. Got any questions? Ask me a question. I'll answer it. If you want to call me an idiot, go ahead. You know, I'm not going to get personally upset about it if you call me an idiot, because you know what? I didn't think that day. I didn't take the time to check that. So it was kind of an idiot move. So everybody, have the rest of your week. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Be safe out there. You know, take your time. Enjoy this career that you've got. Enjoy this lifestyle. Make it the best you can. And happy trails!